man, like man, like man. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, how y'all doing? Woke up to do what I want today. I woke up and realized I'm a boss. We put in the work. I've been hustling hard. Fell off more than twice and I still got back up. Paying the cost and I still took a loss. Ain't got a dick but I still bust my mouth. These niggas so soft to be pissing me off. That's why the fuck I became a she boss. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so sorry I am late, but I am moving and I'm trying to get settled in. So I apologize. I didn't even do no live yesterday, but I'm here today and try to throw something in real quick so I can make sure I keep the vibes going. Today's topic is you are your only limits. If you change your perspective on things, you will change your life. Trust and believe what I tell you. And the reason that is because a lot of times we look at things and we're so closed-minded, or we only have tunnel vision about what we think the situation is or what we think the situation should be, and we don't take the time to consider other perspectives about the situation, or take the time to even try to look at it from a different perspective. So a lot of times we keep ourselves boxed in our own situation because we're in our own mind and we won't kind of like come outside of the box. So I am going to give you some ideas and some ways to maybe look at some situations a little bit different and change your perspective. You change your perspective, you will change the outcome. You change the outcome, you will change a lot of things, like your life maybe, and the things that happen to you in it, and the things that you're able to accomplish and achieve. And all that really comes with just having a better attitude, being positive and having good energy, which is very important and a very big key in being able to be productive and be successful. And a lot of people don't realize that their attitude is the one that's causing them to probably not do the things that they want to do. So let's just go over a few things that will keep you maybe stuck in a rut or in the same, or actually just finding yourself in the same predicament over and over again. If you do not change the results, if you do not change the reaction that you have to the situation, you're not going to get any different results. It's not what happens to you, it's what you do about what happens to you. I'm the type of person, when situations come to play, I always try to exhaust all measures that I possibly can to see if I can get the situation rectified or taken care of. And if it's something that I just am not familiar with, I have no idea, I will try to find answers. So like even Googling or going on YouTube or doing some research, some of those things, just use your resources, utilize resources. Talk to people, talk to somebody, talk to a confident, somebody that you trust. If you're in your feelings and you just need to get them off your chest, use whoever's around you. Reach out, because sometimes we keep things bottled up too, and being in your feelings and harboring those emotions will also keep you stuck in a rut. Okay, so let me get into it. Basically, changing your perspective is just changing the way that you assess situations and your perspective about them, or your opinion about the situation. So I'm going to give you an example of how you can use probably a perspective that you are in at this moment, and then what is a new or different perspective that you could possibly use to try to solve your problems, or to try to even just have a more positive outcome. So something that a lot of people, let me tell you something. Okay, this is something that I noticed. People will get mad at somebody or feel some type of way about something somebody they think did to them, or whatever. They get in their mind that somebody is trying to purposely do them wrong or hurt them, or ignore them or something like that. Okay, so boom, the perspective with that is usually it's like, people are like, they know I'm feeling some type of way. They know that. Oh, let me add my friend, because he knows. We get into it all the time about stuff like this. People think that the other people are automatically supposed to know, or automatically they assume people automatically know what's on their mind. They assume that people automatically know how they're feeling. They assume that people already know what's going on with them, instead of actually addressing the issue if they have a problem with this person. I have a friend who does not like confrontation. So he does not like to address a lot of issues that he has that affects him and bothers him, because he always deems it as a confrontation that's going to come behind it if he addresses the issue to the person that he has a problem with. I am the type of person, I can't sleep at night if somebody's bothering me or making me upset, or has just pissed me off or whatever. Like, I'm the type of person gonna talk to that person and tell that person how I feel. Now, I don't necessarily have to go with that person with an attitude. When I was younger, before I realized, that my attitude could dictate a lot of the outcome, I used to go at situations with a very aggressive demeanor and a negative perspective on it from the get-go. So before I even get a chance to find out where the other person's coming from, if the other person meant this, if they're mad, they got an attitude or anything, I just automatically assume that it's going to be a knockout drag, battle, instead of just trying to really come to them on a decent tip and find out what's going on. So, a situation does not have to be confrontational. Addressing the issue does not equal confrontation. It's two different things. They're not relevant. They're not related. They're only related because we as people normally make them related. We connect these two. If I address this, or if I talk to such, it's going to start arguments. I ain't even finna say nothing. You automatically got in your head that it's going to be an argument before you even had the conversation. But one thing about it, you can almost guarantee it's going to be an argument if you address that person or come to that person with a negative attitude. If you come to the person on a positive tip, then you should get positive results back. Now, mind you, everybody's not, decent. You do got some ignorant folks that just going to respond in a negative manner no matter what. But you got to know who you're talking to, know who you're dealing with, and know what to expect. If you expect a person to already be negative, even though you're coming to them on a positive mind frame and a positive demeanor, you can kind of prepare yourself for that, and you can keep yourself from reacting because you have already prepared yourself. Because I know who I'm talking to, I know their attitude, I know they're going to have a problem with what I'm saying, but I'm going to go to them on a calm, cool, collective manner. I'm not going to go to them on some head rolling, popping, finger snapping, pointing, doing all that. That will immediately escalate a situation from 0 to 100 real quick, because your demeanor is coming off negative. Once again, a law of attraction, you get whatever you put out there. So if you put out negativity, you put out negative energy, you put out negative attitude, you can best believe if you confront a situation like that, before you even try to resolve it or try to rectify the situation, you're going to get a negative response back. So know when you get ready to address the situation, what the purpose of your addressing it is. If you're trying to resolve it, go in there with a positive attitude. When I go to people and I talk to them about stuff that I don't necessarily want to talk to them or deal with because I know they got an attitude, I collect myself, okay? Like I said, I positively reinforce my emotions and feelings before I even approach them. But what I do is I also take responsibility for my actions and how I feel and how what they did make me feel. I don't go in there with the accusatory attitude. You did this, you did that, you, finger pointing. If you go into a situation and you at least are willing to take responsibility for your part in it, that will immediately calm the situation down to where the other person doesn't immediately get on the fence because they feel like you're coming to attack them and tell them about themselves. If you come in with a situation like, this happened, but I admit that I did this, I take responsibility for my part, but I want to let you know that this is how I felt, and the reason I felt that is because of, A, B, and C, 1, 2, 3, whatever your list is, have your thoughts already kind of mentalized and prepared to express. Sometimes when I have to have a conversation like that, I even go ahead and write down a little checklist of notes and stuff that I want to touch bases on so I can make sure that I don't forget anything that I got to say. So, that's one way to change the outcome of a situation. Stop holding stuff in and not telling people that they're doing things to bother you or hurt you or whatever. They make you feel some type of way just because you're scared that it's going to be a confrontation. You don't know what these people are actually going to be if you ain't never approached them. But become an approachable person yourself. You know it's going to be a confrontation because you know you got a badass attitude. Change your attitude. Be more positive. Putting out positive energy will get you positive results. Putting out negative energy gets you negative results. It's that simple. That is all. People know you. They know your reputation. They know how you turn up. They know what you got going on, so they're automatically probably on defensive. You coming towards them about a situation anyway. So you got to be the one to change that about yourself, because you're the one that established that reputation for you, and you're the one got that label attached to you. So, like I said, just think about how to approach the situations differently. Think about your perspective and your line of thinking when you're thinking about them or looking at them, analyzing them. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk to you about is stop blocking yourself from taking action towards your goals. Be your own supporter. Believe in yourself first. If you don't believe in yourself, if you don't believe in your talents, you don't believe in your skills, how do you expect to accomplish anything or achieve anything? You don't even believe in yourself. If you got a problem with believing in yourself, but you know that you're able to do something, work on building your self-confidence and your self-belief. You got to believe in yourself first. Don't wait on people to believe in you, and don't believe in others more than you believe in yourself. A lot of times we will root and cheer on somebody else because we see so much more in them than they see in themselves, not realizing that we also do the same thing to ourselves. We see more in them than we see in ourselves, because we will motivate others and won't even motivate ourselves. And I think that's pretty backwards. So after that, get tired of talking. Get tired of listening to yourself talk. Start doing less talking and more actions. Get up, get out, and do something today. Like I said, if you got a goal, a dream, aspiration, you want to be a business owner in 3 years, don't wait till 3 years starts before you start making moves towards becoming a business owner. You can actually start that today. You don't have to wait. You don't have to do. If you haven't even researched it or done anything about what kind of business you want, how much money that business make, is that a good market in the industry, or does it fluctuate? Is it popular? What is a trend now, or what are trending business ideas for the year that you're in? You ain't even did no research. You ain't wrote nothing down. You don't have no plans. You don't have no goals. Get you a little book or something and start jotting some notes down. Keep up with what you got going on, if that's your life and that's what you want to do. Stop telling everybody your problems, okay? Because I don't know what you're looking for, but if you're complaining for a pity party, then 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get that. That's not what those people are thinking. 80% of the people that you tell your problems to don't care about your problems, okay? I know it sounds harsh, but it's the truth. 80% just don't care, and the 20% is just glad that it happened to you and not them. So think about that. Stop telling everybody your problems. Stop complaining. Get up off your ass and do something about it. Change your situation around, okay? And the other thing, let me see, one of the other things that I definitely wanted to touch bases with you about is valuing yourself. What is your self-worth to yourself? What are you worth to you? If I was to ask you today, how much do you think you're worth? Could you possibly straight up legitimately give me an answer? If you don't know your own worth and your own value, it's going to be very hard for you to probably be successful in a profitable person in the end, or even somebody who is blessed abundantly, because your blessings and your rewards are going to be based on your value. And if you don't know your value or your worth or the skills that you have or anything like that, or you don't have any skills, you're probably not worth much, probably not getting paid much. So think about that as well, especially if you don't plan on working a 9 to 5 all your life. You don't have anything that you can use to make money or at least provide a service. Work on increasing that and getting better with that, okay? Sorry, y'all, I'm kind of tired, but I'm still going to try to get these important facts out of here. Stop thinking negative. Get out of that negative mind frame. Get out of that negative demeanor. Get out of that head space where you think everybody's against you, that the world is just, they're waiting on you to fail. They're looking to, because 9 times out of 10, those people they're probably not thinking about you in that sense. They're probably really focused so much more on whatever they got going on. People don't, they think about themselves, and their situation is important to them, not necessarily ours. So keep that in mind as well. And that's pretty much all I'm going to say today. I'm just going to leave you with this last thought. And that is, basically, this is a question that I have, and this should maybe put some perspective into your understanding of what you have going on for yourself. If you die today, what legacy will you leave behind? What of value will you leave behind? What will people say about you once you're gone? What will your tombstone read? What are the attributes that you contribute during your life? Like I said, what legacy are you going to leave behind if something happens to you today? Can you honestly say that you have things arranged and set up for your kids, your family? Is all your paperwork in order? Your will, is it wrote out? All those things. Get everything in order, because your day is coming. We're not going to live forever. And it's never too soon to start working on that. So, other than that, this is Boss Talks Daily. I am Jazzy Belle. I'm so tired, but I'm going to keep pushing. I'm not going to stop. I am committed, determined, and dedicated. When I tell you, I'm clocking in and never clocking out. At least not till I reach this first meal. And then I'm going to clock out to celebrate, probably have some drinks and, stuff like that. And then the next day I'm clocking right back in, because I'm going to be working on that second meal. And next time I need like 2 meals at one time. So, it's been real. Y'all make sure to catch me every day in between 5 and 6, going live and posting the videos on my page. Follow me at She Boss the Millionaire on Facebook, or my personal page, Courtney Jazzy Belle Brown, which is this page that you're tuning into. Also, hit me up on the gram. Follow me on the gram, She Boss 21 and She Boss 21 Management and Consultings. I am Jazzy She Boss. That is me. I am a business. I have a business, and I run the business. So, if you need any consultations on anything, I do beauty. I do personal development consultation. I do finance consultations. I do branding, business marketing, promotions, online advertisements, and also office accessories and supplies. Design with your own business logo on it. It's available. T-shirts, mugs, pens coming soon. Stay tuned. The website is on the way. I'm so excited. Woohoo! And all that great stuff. And once again, don't forget to pre-order your face masks. I'm going to put some more pictures up. I got some new designs on the way for the guys, so that y'all can see how the men ones fit too. So it's not just for females, even though my name is She Boss. They're swag masks, so there's not bisexual, I'm sorry. They're unisexual. They are for anyone, he, she's, and she's, and everything in between. So thank y'all so much for tuning in today. Y'all have a great, great, great weekend. Join me again on Monday, same time, same place. It's been real. Talk to you later. Out.